What's up, you guys? We're going to be checking out this Andrew Tate motivational speech today on stop being lazy is what it says, which sounds great to me. Stop being lazy. So let's check it out. We'll break down some of the concepts and things like that, and let's just get into it.
Everybody always says, if you tried your best, that's all that matters. The best is all you can do. If you tried your best, it doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter if you lose if you tried your best. Most people have heard that before. But there is a secret to the universe that most don't know. If you actually try your best, you can't lose. Not pretend to try your best, not try your best 90% of the time, not try your best with excuses. If you genuinely try your best all of the time, all day, every day, it's impossible to lose. So when people say, if you tried your best, it's okay to lose, that is a logic fail. Because if you lost, you didn't try your best in the first place. If you actually try your best, it is impossible to fail in this life. God is watching and he rewards those who want it the most. If you want it the most, you can have it. It's a competition. Every dollar you want, the house you want, the car you want, other people want, you have to win. You have to want it the most and genuinely do your best, because most people aren't capable of doing their best anymore. To get up every day, whether they feel like it or not, and perform regardless. That is the secret. You cannot fail if you try your best.
This is a good concept. I actually really like this one. And yeah, like he's totally right. Like if you're doing your best, like the actual absolute best, you can't fail.
So if you don't have the car you want, the woman you want, the relationship you want, the friends you want, the house you want, you haven't been trying your best.
Because also here's the thing too, like you may not have it right now, because sometimes time just has to run its course, right? Like some things just take time. You can't always have overnight success, or ever really. But yeah, like if you're continuously trying your best and you do that for a long period of time, you will not fail. It would be, yeah, like he says, impossible to fail. And that's what you need to do. You need to make it impossible for you to fail.
I guarantee you the second you do, you'll have all of it.
I believe there's only three reasons people are not rich. One of three reasons. They're either stupid, arrogant, or lazy. Stupid is actually the smallest category. People think, oh, you know, there's a lot of stupid people. There are, but I know a lot of stupid people with a lot of money, right? There's so much money in the world. To be too stupid to generate money, I think is less than 5% of the population. We're genuinely too dumb to ever make a good wage. Then you have arrogant and lazy, and these are the two most common. Lazy because people just, oh, you know, but I need time to myself. Oh, you know, but it's the evening. Or, you know, it's hyper competitive. There are people who do not need times to themselves. There are people, there's an Indian in Islam, or there's a guy in Islamabad who'll do your job online for $3 an hour and he doesn't sleep. You're gonna lose, right? So if you're gonna be lazy in any regard, you have to understand there are people like me who are billionaires who work 18 hours a day. When I finish this, I get into my car and I open my laptop and I work on my way to my next appointment. I'm gonna work all night until the day I go. When I go to sleep, I close my laptop and I'm asleep a minute later. I work. That's all I do. Lazy is a big problem because people go, oh, but I just want to relax. If you just want to relax, that's fine. But you're competing against people who just don't want to relax, and you're going to lose. And the last, and I'd say that's around, a lot of people have that element to them. A lot of people are lazy. That's about 50% of people. But the main reason people are not rich is because they are arrogant. If you were to take somebody who says, I'm doing my best, I'm really trying, and you were to get an exact schedule of their last week and find all the times they've wasted.
Yo, this is a really good concept, actually, because if you actually track everything that you're doing, most people will not track things because it hurts too much. The truth hurts too much to be held accountable to what they're actually doing, what the schedule actually looks like, the amount of effort that they're putting in, the work that they're doing. And so it's much easier to act like you are doing everything and telling yourself that you're working so hard and doing all these things. But if you actually track it, it's not even close to what you're thinking. And so that's why most people won't track the inputs that they're putting in, the actions that they're taking, because it hurts too much to admit to yourself that you're not actually working as hard as you like to think that you are.
Wasted time. You'd say, look, you've wasted time, wasted time, wasted time, wasted time. You know what's actually amazing? Most of those people are not even self-reflective enough to go, you're right, I'm not trying my best. You know what they'd say? Well, I have to rest sometimes. Well, I have to have a social life. Well, they'd be so arrogant because they're arrogant.
I had to do my Facebook.
Yeah. No matter, you'd even show them, here's where you fucked up. Well, you know, I have to, oh, you're crazy. And then
Dude, super good. Excuses. Everybody got excuses.
they go back to being a loser. A lazy person thinks he's working too hard, and a successful person thinks he isn't working hard enough. And we're doing 20 times the work they are. And we're like, oh, I could have done more, could have done this. Oh, I missed that today, can't miss that again. Oh, I should have taken that call. I should have flown there. I should have. That's, you know, we have guilt about it. They don't give a solitary fuck. And even if you pointed it out to them, they'd sit there and go, oh yeah, and they'd make some excuse for it. It's the brutal arrogance of people.
Perhaps 50, 60 years ago, you could be a normal man with a normal job, have a normal life and a normal wife and a normal house and a normal car and be happy. But the world we are now living in is proving that being a normal man is nothing more than slavery. Being a normal law-abiding citizen with a normal income and a normal wage and one passport and a normal wife is going to leave you depressed. Sooner or later, it's just going to leave you and you're going to end up fucking suicidal and miserable.
This is what I don't understand about people, especially men in the world today. Why are they so worried about being afraid? Why are they so worried about, I was afraid every time I fought.
Yeah.
I fought anyway.
Yeah. Always go anyways. Yeah. Like you can feel afraid. That's all good. But that's where bravery comes in, is you do it anyways.
Like, I don't let fear guide what I'm going to do. I do what I'm supposed to do regardless of how I feel. So I don't see anything wrong with feeling fearful. I don't see anything wrong with feeling stressed or under pressure.
If anything, if you're going to let it guide you, let yourself be like, okay, I feel afraid of doing that. That's out of my comfort zone. I'm not comfortable with that. That's why I'm going to do it. If you're going to let it guide you at all, let it be like that.
Or anxious. All these things men are trying to get rid of. And I talk about men specifically. I gender this because I'm a man. I don't know how it feels to be a woman. But all these things that people are trying very hard to get rid of from their brains, I don't see why they need to leave. I will argue the point that if I feel anxious and pressured and stressed and fearful, I will get more done than if I was happy. I think if I was happy, I'd just be hedonistic and just wasting my time. I think that you get a whole bunch done with these negative connotations and negative emotions, and I think that life is suffering and pain, and you're here to go through it, and the sooner you get used to the taste, the more successful you're going to be. I have no interest in trying to change the flavor, my friend. The flavor of life is pain, and I will eat all of it. And it doesn't matter if they put me back in jail or not. I'm not sitting there going, how can I be happy in jail? I will sit in jail and say, yes, this sucks, it's supposed to suck. Yes, I'm not enjoying this. Yes, I'm anxious and paranoid. And yes, that guy might stab me. And yes, I can't sleep and I miss my family. And this is what's supposed to happen to me. And this is how I become the best man I can possibly be. And I'm going to succeed regardless.
So if you're not the person who's waking up every day going, how do I improve my existence? Then nobody is. Nobody on the planet is considering improving your one spin on Earth.
No one else cares.
Nobody else cares. So
Nobody freaking cares. Got to take care of yourself. Yep.
if you don't care, then you're fucked. So you need to wake up and care. And it's amazing to me, like you're saying, how did I find my mentors? I just tried a bunch of them. Like when I had no money, I would try very hard I'd listen to lots of different people, or I'd try different things. And I wasn't scared to invest in myself, because I understand that, look, if he's taking time out of his life, then I need to reward him for it financially. And I tried very hard, and I listened, and I paid attention, and I was never lazy. I don't believe there's a person on the planet who pays attention, tries their best, is never lazy, is on time, works hard, has a mentor, and is giving it his all, who isn't rich. I don't believe it. I think that if you do all those things, you're rich. And if you don't have any money, you're missing one of those key elements. Now, you can fool yourself and you can fool everyone else and you can pretend you're doing them, but if you're truly honest with yourself, am I finding people who are trying to teach me what I want to know, and am I trying my best? And the answer is fucking no, every time.
For you to become rich and successful is going to require pain and suffering. And you have to understand exactly what your dream life is to make the pain and suffering worthwhile. Think about it. Have you ever been to the gym?
Because this is a good point, right? Because like I said before, like sometimes it takes, or not sometimes, but it takes time, right? And so even if you have all of those things that he's talking about, you're not going to get rich tomorrow. It's going to take time, and you're on your way there, and you are rich in a sense, right? Like he's talking about. But if you're not going after and creating the ideal lifestyle, the life that you want, like you're going to burn out. You're not going to make it. And so you have to have a clear idea of what you're going for.
And seeing a person in fantastic physical condition, they're strong, they're ripped, they're large. And you say to them, how did you get so big and strong? And they say, I don't know. Oops, it kind of just happened. Or have you ever found a really rich man or a very successful man and said, how did you become rich and successful? And he goes, I don't know, bro. I just woke up one day and it kind of happened and now I'm living my dream life. No, there is a very detailed plan and roadmap. For you to become strong, you must eat a certain way. You must train a certain way. For you to become rich, you must earn money a certain way. You must understand exactly how you're going to make money, whether you're going to be a public-facing figure like me or a man of the shadows with millions of dollars. Unknown, but
Man
extremely
of the shadows, boy. That sounds
powerful.
cool.
You have to design your dream life. What house are you going to live in? Who's your woman going to be? Is she blonde? Is she brunette? What car are you going to drive? Have you even gone on the internet and spec'd your car? You can design your dream car right now for free on the internet, and you can choose the color.
I actually really like what he's talking about right now, which is like creation, like reality creation, right? Like you take what you want, what you desire, and you get really, really crystal super clear on it. Super, super clear. And you create that reality and you make it real for yourself in your mind, in your imagination. And then you begin to work and you will, I don't want to do like the whole law of attraction kind of thing, but like it's the reality creation. Like you get super, super clear on what you want, and then you will make that happen because you're so clear on it and you have a direct aim and a very direct target of what you're going for and what you want because you're very, very clear on those things. It becomes exponentially easier to make them happen because when you know the destination, the path becomes much clearer.
You can choose the wheels. You can choose the car. Is it a Lamborghini? Is it a Ferrari? Is it a McLaren? How much does it cost to the dollar? You talk about your dream life. You don't even know what your dream life is. How do you expect to get to a destination when you don't know where you're going?
The last thing I am is a hater. If you make a bunch of money and you pull up next to me in a Lambo, I'm going to be the guy who shakes your hand and says, gee, boom, you escaped the Matrix. Congratulations. Welcome to the free world. That makes me happy. I want all of you to win. I'm not a hater. I'm not out here hoping I get to win and you lose. If you lose, you deserve to lose because you didn't take action. If you take action, you will win.
I love it. No, that's a super good message actually. But yeah, man, that was really good actually. I really like that one. I really enjoy the whole like reality creation thing, right? Like if you get really, really clear on what you want, where you want to go and how you're going to get there, how you get there becomes much clearer. And then you just work towards it and you work towards it every single day. And if you have that vision and you have it really clear and it's motivating enough and it drives you enough to have those things, to have what you want, to create the life that you want, things become much, much easier for you. And I will catch you guys on the next video.